Hey guys, Wednesday, May 14, 2025. Let's see what the Black Widow wants to do today. So far, just looking at our chart, this is our Elliott wave theory. We have a wave 5 of here as of now, wave 4. Now we are on a wave 3 with a little ABC here. Let's see if there's going to be down pressure coming in now. Stokes crossed over, but not like in the overbought zone. That hasn't happened yet. Fractal cycles worked out well. Now they're at a tipping point, but the fractal cycles go down at least to maybe the end of the month. It plays out. We don't know for sure, but this is what the fractal cycle is showing. This is a little more bigger. It's like a little bigger wave. So if it doesn't really go deep, watch around the 16th or 19th or maybe move upward. There's nothing on the time clusters. As you can see, there's a big gap there. We already saw Stokes. MACD is still positive. ADX is still positive. So a couple of things to digest here is that we had a cross a line here that if it closes and continues going higher or stays above at least 371, 372, then there's a high probability that it's going to push even higher and continue pushing higher. So it's just kind of stalling here. This is the last line of defense for wave 4. So if we continue pushing higher, this count is going to be invalid, meaning that maybe this is a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5 is coming. Now, if we continue pushing lower, sideways to lower, then this is a valid wave 4, and there's a wave 5 below. Possible projection wave 5s are 258. That's your first one. So, and your next one will be 184. That rings a bell. 184, 180. Yeah. So those are your two projection targets to the downside if it plays out. Like I said, it could continue going higher. So I'm short. So if it goes above 270, 371, 372, then I'm gonna be probably gonna be stopped out because I want to follow the trend. So far, the trend is kind of mixed. Members of traders report are showing commercial just kind of going sideways. They're kind of undecided or maybe playing sneaky and not revealing what they really want to do. And large speculators are starting to short and retail is starting to buy. Let's look at some of our technicals here. So we just hitting the ellipse. 14 actually is the day after. So I give this 1 day or 2 days for some high volatility move. So far, still waiting for that. And the next one you want to watch is the 19th. Also, this is an area target to the downside. If it plays out, could be good support. Linear regression channels are pointing up, but if we crack below 363, which we're somewhere around 357, then things could start escalating lower. Now, if I'm wrong and it's going to push higher, you got a target up here around 385. And then your bigger targets would be 430, midpoint is 436 and 443. That's for higher. Keeping an eye out for 523. Anything else here in this chart? I think that's about it. The weekly count has been a little weird. I can show you real quick. So far, our February 20 low is wave 5. So far, all of this has been really interesting. It has an ABC, but you maybe look at it, be 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 up. But I don't know. We'll see. So far, the daily is a little more showing concrete waves here, and they always change. You know how it is with the theory. But I figure I show you that this is where we're at. Continue going higher is going to default to a wave 4 into wave 5. If it pushes lower, especially if we start getting away really far, fast from 379, then your wave 5 is somewhere below here. Let's go to the charts. Okay, looking at a market profile using 3 months worth of data, you can see that there's some value area lows here, support 354 and 346. We are below the anchored VWAP from our 490 high on March the 10th. The trend is still up, so you got to be very cautious here. We're either, or I'm either early shorting, or I'm wrong and it's going to push higher. So just keep an eye on that. Using our daily spectrum, simple glance chart, you see the MACD already turned negative on the 13th, but the trend is still up. As is, you can see that it's white. We put our Hikanashi candles to get clues. You can see that the bodies are filling up now. So there's signs of weakness, even though the trend is still up. Once we get some red candles, then it's showing that it's getting weaker. You need to close at least 353 in order to get some you're conservative. Wait to go short once it closes. At least you have a close below that. Keep in mind you got the 20 below right here at 337. You got, S1 on the pivots here. The good thing is that you are below point of control and below the cloud. So there is, there is weakness here. So I don't know if it's going to play like this, or it's trying to do this, but then it's going to continue pushing higher. So all depends how this is going to play out. Let's look at our geometry. Keep an eye out for this angle right here from this low of 187. Because they could kiss it and bounce and not look back. So it's very tricky shorting here. Is there anything else I need to show on the geometry? The channels. Same thing, is still kind of hovering over the quadrant. That's way down there. That fills. It's going to go down. Maybe it fills this, but unsure and unknown. As my chart, I got 3 gap fills. This is the closest one. I haven't shown this chart, but I'm watching this 50% in time. It's hitting 5.9, and we made that high right here at 5.12. So I wonder if this from here it turns down. So I'm keeping an eye on that 50% within the geometry of circles and time. I want to see if this is catalyst to turn lower. Let's go into our charts here. What I wanted to show. So we're almost coming into the support of the 75%, which is 353. Remember that number? I've been mentioning it a lot. So keep an eye on that. The waves are still positive on the weekly. On the daily, this is a strong level here, which is the monthly pivots. The 353, same thing. We don't want to see this thing hit it, bounce, and then skyrocket, especially if you're short. So if you're short, you want to see this thing could bounce, but if it doesn't bounce and cracks right through it, even better if you're a bear. But if you're a bear, you'll be concerned, because if it bounces with strength, chances are it was just a 3-day correction, and then continue the resume the trend higher. On the 4 hours, we're getting clues that she's going to start waking up. Black Widow likes to wake up between 5 and 6. She's an early riser. She gets her tea, her coffee, and she gets grooving. So keep an eye on this, because maybe in the U.S. session, she might pop. And if she does pop, 362 could be an area of resistance, or, could push even higher. But that's a level for now to keep an eye on the 4 hour. As you can see, the wave is giving us clues that that could probably play out. If it doesn't, and it's a dead cat bounce, or kisses the 362 midpoint, then obviously then it's gonna flush down to 352, 353, which lines up with this big yearly pivot level that I'm watching. And on the hourly, it's just been quiet. Even the mobiles on the 4 hours are, it's already starting to get, it's just back and forth. And this is where the algos and traders are now. All right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna bounce it, squeeze some bears, and then go down, or from here rip and maybe test this 372 where I'm at, and then maybe push lower. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much a big stretch, but it could happen during the overnight and then hover around here for EIA, and then either decide to go up or down. So always try to look ahead as much as you can. On the hourly, what it kind of tells me here is that it didn't go sideways, just started trending lower. So it kind of feels like maybe they want to bounce it in the US session, but it all depends where to. Maybe 360. Your midpoint for today only is 364. These are possible targets. Extreme would be around 368. So that's if that's going to play out, hit one of these targets, and then push lower. But we'll see. My analysis was indicating between yesterday and today where they push it lower. But so far in the overnight, it hasn't been playing out. I want to see it in the US session. So if they do push it lower, 352 extreme will be 349 to the downside. On the weekly, the 4 hour, the low for the week would be somewhere around 342. Yep. But I'm looking for a bounce too, because that looks like what they're trying to do. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.